I feel like everybody is having a hard time right now, like even the stable people. I personally am having like an identity existential crisis, but even my stable friends are like shutting down their Instagram.
So many people are out here just trying to make it, just trying to survive in today's economy, in today's society. And we have a bunch of clips of people reacting to that and just people trying to actually do something with their lives and just prevent themselves from just losing their minds, because it's easy to lose your mind in a place as sick as this.
I feel like everybody is having a hard time right now, like even the stable people. I personally am having like an identity existential crisis, but even my stable friends are like shutting down their Instagrams, like closing down their Facebooks, even if it's just for a month. I know stable people who are like losing their minds at night. Finances, government, data centers, AI, like the future. I think we're actually all collectively freaking out. Am I alone with that?
Oh, there's definitely a sense of existential dread that a lot of people are feeling right now. I've touched upon this in previous videos, and I do think a lot of it has to do with just how unstable the economy feels like, and also the looming threat of AI on top of that.
Video is strictly for motivational purposes. I'm posting this video for the people that are in the position that I was in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, all my life, to be honest. But trust me, there's hope. If you're patient, you're going to see a different circumstance. You're not always going to be in the same situation. Like even 2 years ago, I was going job center so that I can pay rent. Like when I think about that, I'm like, yo, what the hell? It's mad. This time last year, I was in Boston. I got flown out to do a job out there, all paid for, travel, food, hotel, everything. And it's a year later and I'm still doing cool stuff. I'm still going up. I'm still putting in work. If you spoke to me 5 years ago, I would say to you, none of this is possible. I would say to you, yo, I've been cursed. Like, I can never get out of the situation that I'm in. Nothing's ever going to change. I'm always going to be in debt. My family are always going to be struggling. It's just never going to be good. I'm always going to have to rely on the government to actually live a life where I'm barely surviving. Like, do you know the ones? It's like working 3 jobs and nothing is changing at the end of the month. You still get paid and everything's still the same. It's like you're fighting an uphill battle, bro, and you never know what's going to be the thing to make it change. When I was doing certain things to better my life, I didn't know to what extent that's going to better my life. I just knew I needed to do that. This last week, the last few months, I've just been so busy, don't really have time to just sit back and think, involved in so many projects, things that I want to do, passion projects as well. Like, I finally got to do something to honor my auntie who passed away in 2018, someone that was so close to me, like so close to me, and I've been grieving for that whole time, and I finally got to just sit back and honor her properly and actually face my grief head on, because that's a serious thing, bro. Like, grief, you never know how long it's going to take, and for me, I always avoided it. I never wanted to do anything in regards to my auntie because I knew it was going to hurt me, it was going to just break me down. And I finally had the courage, the strength, and just the ability to do that. And yeah, man, I'm just so grateful. Yeah, I'm just grateful because I know the things that I do, it inspires other people and it allows other people to just come out and just do what they want to do. So yeah, I'm making this video just to let you know, keep going. Trust me, it does change. It does get better. No matter what you're going through, that situation is not permanent. It's only permanent if you choose to stay in that position. If you choose to be like, nah, I'm coming out of this, I'm going to be better, then it's going to get better. That's 100,000%. Every time my life stayed the same, it's because I chose for it to stay the same. And that's one thing I've realized in hindsight. Every time things got better, it's because I chose for it to be better. There's no magical luck. There's no method. The method is you just wanting things to change and actually applying things to make that change. It's easier to quit.
And sometimes that can just lead to you being too comfortable, and you might know, like inherently know, like your soul is like, my God, I hate this position that I'm in right now in life. We need to do something about this. Let's change this. And if you don't make changes or steps towards a change, you will be trapped, and then that cord can just be cut loose, and then next thing you know, you're out of a job or something like that, and you have no fall plan or any backup plan, and then you have to start from scratch, which is even worse because you were in something you weren't happy about, but you never did anything to change it, and next thing you know, you have to restart your life.
Hey guys, I don't even know how to begin this, but I am really at a breaking point. I am just an ordinary girl from China, and I don't know If you have realized this too, like life sucks. When I was a kid, I used to think everything in the world was beautiful and full of hope. People told me that if you just work hard, things would work out. And I believed it. So I worked so hard. I studied so hard for over 12 years. I studied non-stop, no weekends, no breaks. If I wasn't in class, then I must be in tutoring. Math, physics, chemistry, English, Chinese, etc. Like everything, really everything. And all the efforts finally paid off. I got into a pretty good university. Only about 3% of students can get into the university. Here is my diploma. This. If you're Chinese, maybe you know this university. I thought things would get easier after that, but the truth is no, not at all. In my first year of college, I worked so hard to stay in the top 10 of my class because I wanted to get a grad school without taking entrance exam. But in my second year, I realized my major had terrible job prospects. I started to thinking switching major and preparing for another field. Watched hundreds of hours of fine lectures, took detailed notes, gave up every single winter and summer break. Then came the junior year. That's when I found out even grad school wouldn't help, especially in humanities. People with master degrees were doing the same job as undergrads. So I gave up on grad school and threw myself into find internships. I have found 4 internships by now. I have passed all the necessary certificates and literally non-stop. But now that I have graduated, I still don't have a proper job. Good jobs were impossible to get. Even mid-level ones reject me because I am overqualified. That's insane, really insane. I'm getting crazy. I am graduated, so my family is pressuring me to take any job, really any. But because I am unemployed, so I have no say in anything. Tonight I have got another rejection, and honestly, I just broke down. I started recording this video because I need to know, is it just us? Just our generation in China? Or is every 20th something around the world just as lost, stressed, and struggling as we are? I don't know, but one thing I do know is life sucks.
That must be so maddening to hear that all the time, that you're overqualified. That is just sick. But this is where we're at now with modern society. This is why so many people are they're just getting by and they're trying to just keep things together, when really it makes a lot more sense for people to be losing their minds as to how insane things have really gotten in society. Anyways, guys, leave your thoughts about this video down below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.